Hello there and welcome into the Red Fox Report. My name is Nate Babcock alongside Jonny, Martirano. Marist Volleyball has been dominant through MAC play so far this season, securing their first win against St. Peter's. Jonny, how do they fare against Siena?
Marist Volleyball takes on Siena for their third match of MAC play. First set, Marist looking to win set one. Freshman Ava Lanzetta finds space for the set-ending kill. Lanzetta matches her season high of 9 kills as Marist sweeps Siena 3-0.
Let's bring it back over to McCann. Marist hosting Manhattan, looking for their third straight victory. Kills leader Sarah Dosic serving in the fifth set. The ball would get back to her as she sends over to Claire Lewis, setting up Mallory Reck for her 14th kill on the night. 2 of those coming in the fifth set, securing a 3-2 victory over Manhattan.
Red Foxes look to get their 4th straight MAC win against Iona, looking to close out the first set. Mallory Reck finds the ball, making a nice kill. Marist closed out the first set 22-25. Match point and the end of the third, hoping for a win. Dosic dominates again with a clean kill through the block. Marist completes the set and gets the sweep.
That's 4 straight. Holy Cross is next in line. Early in the fourth set, CC Potter-Passot with her 2nd straight service ace. 6 on the night. That's a season high. Heading into the fifth set, Lewis to Reck, as dynamic a duo can get. Marist securing a 3-2 victory over Holy Cross.
Marist takes on Fairfield as they continue a hot MAC start. Early set 2, Stags up 1-0. Harlan Weiss with the block. Past the Marist front line, Fairfield's 5th block en route to 16 total blocks. The Stags would close off a 3-set sweep, ending in miscommunication, and Marist would drop to 4-2 in MAC play.
Marist taking CT15 up to Sacred Heart. Following a set 1 win by Marist, Gracie DiNardo makes the net front block. DiNardo with 7 blocks, sealing a set 2 victory. Set 4, Sacred Heart up 24-22. Emily Sawyer finds space for the match-ending kill. Marist falls to 4-3 in MACs halfway through the season. And let's hear from Coach Byron.
We got to get better at some things. I mean, we don't play very good volleyball at times. You know, in game 2, we served 2 balls outside the basketball court. I know we want to serve aggressive, but when you look at our misses are bad misses. Game 2, we had 5 service errors in game 2 alone, and that cost us game 2. That doesn't even include the three balls that we're not even trying to kill. We're just trying to take zeros on and giving the ball up and made spike errors. So that's 8 points that they get that we don't get. That's a 16-point swing. We lost by 4.
We're now joined Ben Leeds, the editor-in-chief of Center Field and the beat reporter for volleyball. Ben, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Johnny.
So start off, Marist Volleyball, they dropped their last 2 against Fairfield and Sacred Heart after winning 5 straight. What went wrong this weekend?
Well, first off, they played Fairfield, who's a really good team. They're undefeated in the MAC this year. They've won the last 2 MAC championships, and since opening their new gym, they've not lost a home game to a MAC opponent. They have a really good offense, really big team, and it was too much for the Marist blockers to handle, and that kind of spiraled into a tough loss at Sacred Heart where they weren't playing their best brand of volleyball, and the Pioneers upset them there.
Ben, let's talk Sarah Dosic and Mallory Reck. Dosic, MAC Player of the Week, Reck, Rookie of the Week. How important are they to this Red Fox team?
They're really the focal point of this offense. The setters, Claire Lewis and Kaylin Dumas, set them a lot. Dosic had a good year as a sophomore after transferring, and she's really built on that this year and kind of taking that next step where she's been a lot more aggressive at the net on not just perfect sets. Even the ball is a little closer to the 10-foot line. She's still making really good swings on, and it's translated to a lot better numbers on her end. And for Mallory Reck, she's been someone who Sean Byron has been excited about for years since she originally committed, and she's really showing why. She's living up to the hype so far, and she's going to be a really good player for them going forward.
So with that, Marist is back at home this weekend. They're 5-1 at home on the season. What are some keys this weekend against Merrimack and Quinnipiac?
This is a huge weekend for them, given the playoff picture and the state of the MAC right now. A lot of teams are separated by very few games. They're only 1 game ahead of Merrimack, and they're 2 back at Quinnipiac. If they want to do good this weekend and they want to take these crucial games, they need to bring a more well-balanced attack on offense. Dosic and Reck are great, but if you keep setting them every play, it allows your offense to be a little more predictable, and they'll get a double block out there and make their lives a little more difficult. But if you're setting the middle hitters more and the right side hitters more and they're converting, it's going to force the defense to be more balanced and not commit to Reck and Dosic on the outside.
Month left in the season. 4-3 in MACs right now. What do you expect for them to close out this season?
I think it's going to come down to the last weekend or two. They're on the fringe right now, and I think that's where it's going to be going into those last few weekends because the MAC is so competitive within the 3 seed to around the 8 seed range, where all these teams are separated by just 2 games. So I think it's really going to come down to that last weekend of the season. But if they can win 2 this weekend and stay on a hot streak going forward, it'll make their lives a lot easier as the season comes to an end.
And it's going to be an exciting finish. They've proven that they can get into those playoffs. And that will do it all for the Red Fox Report alongside Jonny, Martirano, and Ben Leeds. I'm Nate Babcock, and we'll see you next time.